What if your life could be totally luxurious without spending any extra money?
It can. We'll show you how. This is going to be fun.
If you don't know us, I'm Larry.
I'm Hope.
And we're from Under the Meeting, where practical frugality meets real life.
Years and years ago, when we started living on a shoestring budget, there were a lot of days when our life just felt blah and boring and plain and frustrating.
Yeah.
And that was when we discovered like this secret sauce of doing things that really elevated our life and made us feel fancy. But the other side effect of that was it allowed us to feel like we no longer need to compare ourselves to others. And it allowed us to realize that you didn't necessarily need to spend extra money in order to do things that were fun and fulfilling. So in this video, we're going to show you a lot of those things, and a lot of the things we still do.
Hey, Hope,
Yeah.
Before we give them our list, let's hear theirs.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Guys, drop in the comment section. Tell us what is one thing that you do that really makes you feel it's like a feel-rich trick, but you're not spending any money to feel that way. The first stop on our tour is this coffee table. I have been working all week from this living room, from this very spot, and I have put absolutely nothing away. So at the end of the week, this is the way the coffee table looks. Clutter visually just makes you walk into a room and go, blech. And so when you declutter and just take the time to put stuff away, it makes you feel so much better about that space. Guys, if you time it, it doesn't take as long to put things away as you think it does. It's going to take me 5 minutes to go from this cluttered surface to this. 5 minutes. Doesn't this look so much more amazing? And it's so calming to walk in here. And now I can see the top of my coffee table and everything that was on it is put away. Tip number 2, do your nails. I just did my nails early this afternoon. Yes, these are all my own nails. You can't really see the polish very well. It's kind of a light pink, but I got this at TJ Maxx for $5. This little bottle of polish is going to last me a long, long time. Now, after you get your nails done, the next thing you want to do is add some really good lotion, some hand lotion. This is Aromatherapy brand, and this is the Naked Bee. Both these are really good brands of lotions. Here's a tip for you. If you want to find these at really great prices, look around Black Friday. Around Christmas, these name brands are always going to go on sale. Stock up on enough for, I don't know, say 6 months. I'm not sure you want lotion around the house for more than 6 months, but you can get several of them. You can probably even get 2 for the price of 1 if you look around Black Friday. That's usually what I do, is around Christmas time. But just putting a little bit of really good lotion on and rubbing it in just makes you feel so much better. And it softens your hands too. Because look, you just did your nails. Want your hands to look really good too. Do your nails. Use scents, like good scents. Scents like this, things that smell good. It is amazing to me how much your mood can be changed because of what you are smelling. Now, I like to use essential oils, especially like peppermint. If you get kind of tired in the middle of the afternoon, peppermint is a great way. It's a very fresh scent and allows you to feel energized even in the middle of the day. I like to put it here, like right behind my ears. Another great place to put it is to just put a little bit on your wrist and then rub your wrists together. Essential oils, they work very, very well to elevate your mood and make you feel fancy. At-home facials. Who is with me? They are so inexpensive and easy to do. Now, you can get those mud mask type things. You can get it at any drugstore anywhere in town, and they're rather inexpensive to do. You can also do, if your eyes are puffy, literally cut a cucumber. Who doesn't have a cucumber in the middle of summer? Like everybody does. Cut a couple of slices and just put them on your eyes and just let them sit there for 5 or 10 minutes, and they take away this puffiness that is like underneath of your eye. Here's something else. Has anybody ever tried one of these? This is called a brooder mask. Now, I use it because I have dry eyes, so my optometrist told me to get one of these. This is the most luxurious thing that I have ever tried. Inside of this little pouch are little beads, and you heat it up in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then you just literally put it over your eyes. and then you lean back. It's very warm, it's very comforting, and you just sit this way for about 10, 15 minutes. Just sit. It's so amazing.
Hope we need to go on to the next point.
Yeah. I'll get there in a minute. Hang on. Let's stay on the idea of scents in your home just for a second. I love a really good candle. Are you with me? The name of this candle is Sassy. It came from my son and daughter-in-law for Mother's Day. Here's how the candle is described on the label. Sassy, featuring a feisty blend of spice and back talk. I don't know. I feel like this candle sort of just nails my personality perfectly. Make the bed. Put on all the extras. Put on the nice quilt. Put on the throw pillows. Do you see these throw pillows? These are actual feather pillows. Larry loves them, don't you, Larry?
No, not really.
He doesn't like them. I like them a lot. So I put them on the bed. It makes the bed look really nice. Here's something else that is free, and it comes from our sponsor for this video, Aura. Aura is offering a free 14-day trial for under the median viewers. Aura protects your identity with up to $5 million in protection and your passwords and your credit, and they do it all, and they do it very, very well. Here's the deal. These days, your private information is not so private. You want to prove it to yourself? Google your name or the name of someone that you know really, really well. See how long it takes you to find information on them. We just did this. We asked our 17-year-old son to find some information on a friend of ours. Here's what happened. Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
How long does it take to find personal information about people online?
Depends on how fast you can type. There you go. Name, birth date, phone number, address, political views, religious views, everything.
Seriously.
It's that easy.
First, yes, he really does type that fast. And secondly, that was a real conversation that we had with our son. Those sites, they're run by data brokers. Data brokers gather all of your information they can find, they package it, and they sell it to the highest bidder. They'll sell it to anyone. They'll sell it to legit businesses. They'll sell it to marketers. They'll even sell it to scammers. And here's the thing. In the United States of America, this is completely 100% totally legal. Now, legally, they are also supposed to remove your information if you ask them. They make it kind of hard to do it, and they know that most people, honestly, they're just going to give up and go away. And that's where Aura comes in. In the 1 year that we have used Aura, I have received multiple emails from these data broker websites that have told me, we have removed your information from our website per your request. Do you know where that request came from? Aura. They requested it on my behalf. Aura protects your money, your identity, your peace of mind. Go to our special link, aura.com/median. Grab that free 14-day trial. You're also going to find a link for that trial all the way at the top of the description of the video. Let's talk about 3 altogether. Hair, makeup, lipstick. You feel so much better when you've got your hair combed, when you've had it styled, when you wear a little bit of makeup. Now, I don't wear a lot of makeup for these videos. I wear just a little bit. But when I'm going out on the town, I put everything on, and it does make me feel super fancy. And I love, recently, I've really been playing around with different colors of lipstick and seeing like how the different colors make me feel. Because lipstick is not terribly expensive, but it really does, I think, make a difference. Here's something else that makes a difference. And this is really inexpensive to do. Statement jewelry. Now you guys notice, I wear a lot of big necklaces. This necklace is one of my favorites. It came from an under the median viewer. Let me show you a couple of examples though. This is a 1950s vintage necklace. I got it from an antique mall for $4. Here's one that I got also vintage. I got it from a garage sale for $3. I wear this one a lot too because I really like this color of blue. And here's one. This is a special one. If you can get these are gold, aren't they? These are from my grandmother. She gave these to me when I was about 13 years old. And it came with a brooch. The brooch is kind of big, so I don't wear the brooch really very often. But The earrings, aren't those amazing? Do you love yourself a little clunky, a little big, a little statement jewelry, especially if it's vintage? If you notice that a lot of these tips have to do with what you wear, what you see, what you smell, how it makes you feel. Bubble bath. I mean, really, is that not the height of luxury? Taking yourself a nice long soak in the tub. And when you're done, grab that favorite robe out of the closet. Put that favorite robe on. It makes you feel so much better. When you eat, sit at the table. Turn off all the distractions. Don't have the television on. Turn off your cell phone for the amount of time you're sitting down to have dinner with your family. One of the things that it does is it really makes that time of your day special. It sets it apart from every other time of the day. It also lets your family know that you prioritize hearing how their day was, especially your kids, and you want to invest in really spending quality time with each other. You want to get out the good dishes. You want to make sure that you get real silverware out, get out the cloth napkins. And here's something that I think is really fun. When our older son was, I don't know, probably senior in high school, maybe a little bit older than that, he kind of got into this whole thing of folding napkins really fancy. Have you ever done that? Like you can make them in different shapes. One year for Christmas dinner, he figured out how to fold all the napkins into the shape of Christmas trees, and that they were each at each person's plate. So that was really fun. Here's something else that you can do. This is like about 70 cents, 75 cents at Aldi. So I think it's a liter. Looks to me like it's, it's 1 liter. This is sparkling water. It's flavored sparkling water. Doesn't have any extra sugar added. Doesn't really have any calories. But when you get this and you put it, serve it in a wine glass, because once again, we're talking about things that aren't going to cost you much money and are just going to just sort of elevate your whole life and make you feel like you are fancy, right? This, I think we can all agree, this feels fancy.
What about my music? I love to have classical music or jazz, something playing in the background to give the dinner a little bit more flavor.
A little bit more ambiance. And
Yes.
then after dinner, we dance.
Yes.
Hey, we're honestly going to move away from this dinner table in a hot second and cover some other different ideas. But before we move on, I wanted to mention, plate your food like you're at a restaurant. Have you ever noticed that when you get like the colors plated and you drizzle the sauce over it, it just really feels like you're having that restaurant experience at home. I used that hack and I do mean all the time. When our kids were younger and I wanted to get them to eat something, I would plate it just like it was a fancy restaurant, and I would tell them, hey, they serve it just like this in fancy restaurants, and they would eat the food. It was amazing. I was over at my 85-year-old mother's house last week, and I said, Mom, I'm getting ready to do this video. It's going to talk about like bringing luxury into your life without spending a lot of money. I said, what did you do? You were at home with 4 kids. How did you make yourself feel a little fancier? And she said, oh, that's easy. She looks at me, she said, smell the roses, honey. And I'm like, she goes, no, literally, smell the roses. Cut flowers from your yard, bring them indoors, put them in a vase, put them in the middle of the dining room table. And she said, I would do that every spring. And it just made the whole house feel and smell like spring. And it made a huge difference. The other thing she said she did was she would periodically, like every 6 months, she would rearrange the furniture. They didn't have money for new furniture, so she just rearranged what she had, or she might throw a new throw cover on top of the sofa. And she said that made her feel better. And Dad was very happy to have her rearrange the furniture every 6 months. But the other thing is, you don't have to buy new furniture. I think this is a fabulous tip. Dress up the furniture that you already have. So I have my chair in the corner here. Here's my example from my mother. Throw a throw over the arm of the chair. Grab a throw pillow, put it in the chair. Your chair has just gone from plain to fancy. Here's an idea that a couple of my grown kids do. They notebook. So they buy an unlined notebook. They're incredibly inexpensive. A lot of times you can find it at thrift stores. You can find them at garage sales. You can buy them brand new for $4 or $5. And then you just journal in there. Journal your thoughts, your feelings, favorite recipes, anything you want to put in there. You can draw fancy borders. You can use different kinds of pens, different colors. And it's sort of a personalized journal that you can look back on. Larry's mother kept a journal. She kept diaries from the year that they were engaged, 1941. It's really fascinating to just read that part of history and what they were thinking and feeling back then. And the first year they were married, she kept a journal. And also the last year of her life, she has a journal. We have all three journals, and they've become family heirlooms that are super important for us. Try notebooking. This next one is one that Larry and I truly believe with our whole heart. Every single person needs to practice. Practice generosity. It does not take you a lot of time, effort, or money to do something kind for someone else, to write them a get well card, to make them a meal when they're sick, to offer to mow their lawn, or to offer to rake their leaves, or do something else that enhances the life of another person. It allows you to expand your own spirit when you give into someone else's life. So if that's something that everyone should have on their list, are there more things that everyone should be spending money on? Well, we think that there are. We have a list of 10 items that we think everyone, thrifty or not, should have on their list of items that they spend money on. We did a video on it. The video, guys, is right over there. Watch it next.